There we go, guys. The interface is ready, but nothing is happening. It's beautiful. So have a good look at it. Let me show you guys the lines of codes. Let's take it from the top. Right, bring it down. Have a good look at it. You can just copy so that you don't make any mistake. Then take it down and down and there. So the next thing now is to start to work with the functions. Alright, right up here I'm going to enter these functions, and my very first function is going to be, let's say, declare function. That's going to be called display, and that is going to be self, comma, value. Right, and let's say txt display dot delete, and that is end. So that's how you delete. Okay, now let's insert as follows. Let's say txt display dot insert, and what we insert in that is the value is there. Right. Okay, the other declaration I'm going to make, that's going to be for, let's go for the P and M declaration. So I'm just going to call that sign, and let's say self. Now for that it's going to be self dot result. Okay, dot result equals false. Alright, the next one is going to be self dot current, this very one here, and let's say equals, we're going to have to float as follows. Float the following. So what I'm floating is txt display dot get. Right, and there. Okay, let's close this here. Right, now it's a self dot display equals self dot current. Right there. Okay, let's create another one. This other one is going to be for my, let's copy that. I'm just going to use that for my square root. So I'm going to call it squared. So squared. Right, and in the case of squared we're going to be using the mass function. So let's change this to mass dot square. Right there, that should take care of that. Okay, so let's enter semicolon here, as we end up column, or else we will end up with an error. Okay, those are the three functions. I've just created three functions. Let's try, I'm going to try out these two functions and see how they will work. This is supposed to be for the plus, and the other one is for squared. So let's come in here. Where's the square? We have the square here. No, that is for P and M. Where is the other one is for squared. I think I have the squared somewhere. Yeah, this is for my squared. Okay, this is for the P and M. Let's see squared. Yeah, right here. Okay, as for the squared, let's just enter command equals added value underscore value dot squared. Right, so that's for the squared, and the other one that is going to be for the sine. So let's copy that. Let's copy that and come right down here. Where is it? Here. Paste that in there and change that one to sine. Okay, save and run and see how it's going to look like. Okay, we have an error. I think it's got to do with indentation. Alright, let's get it indented. 1 and 2. Let's just run it and see anyway. Alright. Okay, let's say we cannot, this button doesn't do anything, but I can just use my keyboard to enter some values in there. So let's try out the square. There we go, and let's try out the plus and okay, that's fine. Alright, so those two are working. So now let's continue and forget about that error. Okay, let's try it one more time and let's go for maybe 64. So if we say 64, this should give us 8. Right, that is correct. Now close that. Now for the rest functions, I'm going to create, let's create 2 more here for, that's going to be for clear. Right, and this is for clear all. Let's copy that, come right down as clear all. Let's see where that is. Oh, that might be up here somewhere. Yeah, this very one. That's going to be command equals, that should be added value. So added value as well. Let's just copy that, paste that there, and the next one is just ordinary clear. So I'm going to copy this, copy and paste this here. Now let's look for the method or the functions. So this one is just clear all. Copy that, come right in here and paste that right inside clear all entries. Clear all clear entries. Okay, now the next one is clear entries. Come right here and replace that with that. Yeah, so let's try it out as well. So those both clear buttons should be working fine. That is fine. Right, the clear functions are working as expected. Okay, that is fine. Now let's take care of the most important part of it. So have a good look at the 4 functions, 5 actually, that I've just taken care of. This 5. Now the most important bit are for the calculations. Okay, right in here I'm going to enter the rest of the function. I have to speed this up. There we go, guys. So let's have a good look from here. These are the new functions that I've just entered. Okay, Okay, the first one is enter number, and that is it. So whatever you enter inside display is stored inside variable first number, and the second one is stored inside variable second number, which is then added together. There it is, guys. Okay, let's take it down, and this is where we sum up everything. Then we validate the function here to check which of the operators that are selected. Then the necessary arithmetic operator are taken care of here. And there, guys. And the other functions here you saw earlier, those are for clear, display, that's to delete, and here we have for the plus and minus here as well. Here. Okay, so now what is left for me to do is I'm going to use lambda. So right here, let's say we start with number 1 here. So let's enter and say comma command equals lambda. I believe you are all aware of the lambda function. Column added value underscore value dot number enter, and that is supposed to be, no, it is 1. Right, that's the very first one. So I'm going to copy this. Let's copy it from here and paste it for the rest. So this is number 2, number 3, and change that to 3 as well. And let's just speed it up, and I'll get back to you guys now that you understand what's going on. So paste that, change that to 6, and let's speed it up. Okay, we've entered all of the command onto each of those buttons. There we go. So for all the number buttons, they are all taken care of. Let's run it and you see what I'm talking about. So we can now just click and enter value here, but none of these arithmetic operator do anything yet apart from something like this, plus and minus, and this. Okay, so for the plus and minus, first thing first, let's come in here and just make that plus and minus instead of sign. So I'll just call it operator op plus and minus, and I'm going to change that to plus and minus as well. Let's change that function to plus and minus. The function is right up here, operator plus and minus, that is fine. Right, now we need to take care of the calculations. Okay, the next thing to do now is to call the operators for the addition and so on. So let's come right in here, see where we have addition. So I'm going to copy the lambda function again. Let's take it from here. Let's copy that and come right in here, paste it right there, and there the operation of or operator for that is going to be operation. It's called, that's the function. Let me show you guys the function. That is it there. I'm going to copy the function, copy that, and I'm going to then add the addition sign. So take it right down, operation for add, enter that there, open and close a bracket and enter add. So that's the function for that taken care of. Might as well copy this, copy all of this. Now let's come into subtract. Subtraction, paste that in there, change it to subtraction sub. Now let's take it down here. Now enter mod there. That'll be mod. I believe is, yeah, that is fine. And here we have division. Paste that in there and just change this to dev or division. Divide. Right, let's see, what do I have up here? Yeah, that's correct. Alright, so with the only bit that is left for us to take care of now, that is going to be this equals. Paste that in there, and then we need to enter the equals. For the equals, I'm going to get rid of this, and that is going to be dot sum of total, dot sum underscore of underscore total. Right, so let's see. Okay, so let's have a good look at these lines of code, then we can then run it and see. So that's for my row 5, row number 4, 3, 2, 1, and the text box, and all my functions right up here. Have a good look at it, especially these very ones, because you guys need these ones. That's where all the calculation takes place. Right there. So I'll take it back. Have a good look at it. Then we can then run the program. Okay guys, I'm now going to run the program. There we go. Let's have a go. There we go guys. So let's try this out. 7 plus 9 equals that. Divide by 3. That is correct. Plus and minus. Let's multiply that by 5. There. Okay, clear. Multiply by 9. No, I don't want that. 3. There we go. Alright, let's clear that. So this multiply by this. I don't want that. I want 4. There we go. That's working. And there. So guys, with that, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. So you all have a nice day now. Bye for now.